Over 100 million years ago, the Earth looked vastly different than today. During this time, flowering plants had just begun to emerge, adding a burst of color to a once green world. This predatory wasp had no idea what a colossal difference it would make in shaping the world. As this ancient ancestor evolved, it started a journey that would lead to the rise of the bee, a creature that plays a momentous role in nature's impressive design. It's the Cretaceous period, a critical point in time. Earth is on the verge of a massive event. The ancestors of today's bees were solitary, predatory wasps. For food they searched and hunted alone. They lived in vibrant prehistoric habitats, surrounded by towering ferns and huge trees. As these flowering plants spread over time, some wasps adapted into pollen-collecting bees. Their bodies inevitably evolved into perfect pollen-collecting machines, and they thrived among these new blooms. You see this tiny bee trapped in amber? It's one of the oldest known. To think, this is nearly 100 million years old. Throughout ancient history, bees symbolized wisdom and prophecy. Homer tells of bee maidens who spoke truth, fed on honey, the food of the gods. This sacred role ties bees to Apollo and the Delphic oracle, where the female prophets were sometimes called bees, trusted to reveal the god's will. Honey itself was said to be discovered by Melissa, a nymph named after the bee. This bond between bees, honey, and spirituality has endured for centuries, inspiring philosophers like Aristotle to use bee societies as symbols of human community. In Egypt, around 1922, a sealed pot of honey was discovered, between artifacts found in Tutankhamun's tomb. The honey was tested and remarkably reported to be intact and edible, and is over 3,000 years old. I made this video for us to respect these tiny creatures, knowing how long the journey took them to get where they are today. When you see a bee again, think about this. They are responsible for pollinating around 70% of the world's crops, making them essential for global food production. Without them, our fruits, vegetables, and even coffee will be gone forever. You can help support bee population right at home. Plant flowers like lavender, sunflowers, and wildflowers, or even set up a bee-friendly water dish. Small steps like these can make a big difference. Do you know which continent has no native bees? Drop your answer in the comments and hit subscribe. Then I know you want more, especially if you are as passionate about nature as we are.